Get your bars up, I get it on me, yeah I do. Endorsement, whole team pull up in Porsche. We came a long way from them Porsche. Get your bars up and get extorted. Get your bars up, I pulled up, shot his car up.
What up, world? It's your guy BA for Real 100, and welcome to Get Your Bars Up reaction. Salute. So we back up in this thing with another one, and first and foremost, as always, salute to everybody that's been rocking 100%, and shout out to the Renegades. Shout out to them Renegades. Why? Because today we have Money Gang Part 3, brought to you by Mr. Gill himself, Mr. Ren, as I'm sure y'all know him as. This artist has been one of my favorite artists of pretty much of 2024. I know we're pretty much going towards winter, getting into 2025. But this is one of the artists that I've actually really enjoyed listening to a lot of his catalog. When it comes to a lot of artists, right? They can have dope songs. Lyrics can be dope to an extent. It can be a have fun type ordeal. But when it comes to Ren specifically, it's how dense his pen is, meaning is how deep he goes within himself to be able to express himself in a way that's relatable. Meanwhile, not just rappity rapping. I love rappity rap. I know I love rappity rap, right? Hip hop, I love it. But to be able to express yourself and what you're going through, and being able to be to use it in a creative way to bring back to us the people, to give a lot of us hope that there are better days, as well as educating a lot of people of what's going on around the world, and how it affects people and how people are being controlled, manipulated. It's super dope to me. It's amazing. Most artists, especially in mainstream, they would never do that. Why? Because they feel like people wouldn't listen to it. When Ren went out from the mud, built him up a whole fan base of individuals who acknowledge mental health, etc., even physical ailments. He acknowledges all of that, but he lets everybody know, as long as you're strong and I'm strong, and and you see what I'm going through right now with my autoimmune disease. Hey, anybody can make it. Just be you and just keep a clear-headed mind. And this is why I really rock with him, and this is why he's been one of my favorites. Definitely been one of my favorites. But we recently listened to Money Game 1, which is dope. Money Game 2, which was dope. Then we listened to Money Ties, which is his most recent joint, where shout out to the comment section, because money ties, monetize, money ties, monetize. I didn't really put that together until I started seeing the comment section. But like, yeah, monetize. I was like, oh yeah. Better late than never, right? Better late than never. But anyway, with the first two Money Games being super fire, I'm here for part 3, and yeah, I'm here for it. And before we start this, make sure you hit that like button. Why? Because the content is dope, and I know y'all are here for the vibes. And yeah, it's time to get to it. Have you hit that like button yet? Have you? Oh, you have by now. I appreciate you. Anyways, once again, Ren, Money Game, part 3. Let's see what the young man is on. Oh, he got the... up before we start. He freed himself away from purgatory. Just by taking pretty much the noose or the rope off of his neck and the actual hood that covers his face that he mentioned in Money Game 1. I like it. I like it. It looks like he about to get in his bag because now he got his suit and his tie on, and that look is crazy. That's that look of like, let me talk to you real quick. Just saying, it's what it is to me. But let's go.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 30.
He started little Jimmy. He really just started. He's really going year by year for Jimmy. Jimmy is a grown man, and his dad told him you're a grown man at 18, and Jimmy is really grew up very, very intelligent, right? This is how, like, this is, I can only imagine this being in the households because my pops is very, very similar to this point. Maybe I wasn't as bright as Jimmy. Looks like Jimmy is, but yeah, once you get a certain age, you're a man. It's time to go out and get all that you can. This is crazy. And now that he's made it, and I don't know how it is in the UK. I have no idea. I have no idea how they do it in the UK. But you get to the king or the king or the queen or a president or whatever figure, and like that's still not you. You still need you've elevated, but you still got more to do. And all the mean of the time to this point, it's as though Jimmy is a grown-ass man, but in his mind, he's still little Jimmy trying to get the approval of his father. That's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like to this point. But we're only at the 4-minute mark.
Let's see what else Ren is talking about. It
money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval. Moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
He left politics to go be a dope dealer?
35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
What the is this? He got shot? He a dope dealer now? What the hell is the story going?
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble and perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
There's a gun on the table with bullets.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me.
He going too crazy right now. He's talking too real right now. I had to pause it. I know it's almost over, but I had to pause it. He going too crazy. All of that stuff he said is man-made. It's like from the ideals of men, of people, of humans. Oh my gosh. And the children are not growing up to be leaders in a lot of these schools, especially here in the States. They're not. They're brought up to be drones or sheep. not to be leaders, not to be really free thinkers of how to build and how to make things better. It's yikes. Let's get back to it. Sorry. Let's get back to it.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father. It's
45.
such damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Ooh wee. It's crazy. So today I've been having a lot of, a lot of you request a lot of music, a lot of different things that I've never heard of. Uh, Today I've been just listening to so much uppity hip hop. I listened to some Oasis today as well. An older group. Had someone send me something from Nirvana. Had someone send me some country music. Like I've been listening to so many different songs today, and then I only to end up here at this very moment with you, listening to Money Game 3, and it's like makes me think. And does it make you think as well? I do have a question though because I don't know who Jimmy is. Is Jimmy, and I know Jimmy is supposed to be, can hypothetically be, can be the next kid that grows up to be something, or it could be a metaphor of a version of himself or a version of us, etc. Like the rags that are over the people's heads, right? That are covered. But who is Jimmy? Is Jimmy an actual person? Because if it is, please let me know. I do not know who Jimmy is. I know who Jimmy is. I know what type of person Jimmy is, right? I can definitely see it. But I don't know if he's really speaking about like a specific person. But anyways, um, notice at the end of the whole thing, right? It goes back to Jimmy being like listening to his father and hearing his father's words again. Life, right? Life. They tell you to enjoy it. Um, you never know what your health's gonna be like, how you physically gonna be, because anything can happen day to day, right? Day to day in life. So hopefully you all are appreciating your time, but life can really put life can really mess you up. And it's crazy because it's always for most people that I've encountered, and most people that when I used to do my counseling, most people, it's always something that's from their early years, whether it was from their childhood, preteens, or during their teen years, that that does something to them mentally. And no matter how successful they become or how great life is and how blessed they are, it's always that one thing, right? That one burden. Shout out to NF, by the way. If y'all don't know who NF is, shout out to Nate NF. Check out his music. But it's always that one particular burden that they carry from a childhood to their adult life. And while everybody's looking at them as being successful, it's one critic in the back of their mind that they have actually grew up with and became a grown up with, that talks to them and bugs them and bothers them and puts them through trauma. And it sucks. And if this is you, it's okay to go get help. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to get therapy. It's okay to meditate. It's okay to get counseling. It's okay to talk to people who actually care about you and give a damn and have time to listen to you. It's okay. Whether that's a friend or family, or like I said, any type of therapy, should I say? Hopefully they're not trying to drug you up and do all that other craziness. I didn't say all of that stuff, but just to listen to. Because maybe just talking to somebody who gives a damn or who is there professionally to help you just may help you find what that is within you that you're carrying that you no longer need to carry. For Jimmy, it sounds like it was his pops. Anyways, Money Game 3, shout out to Ren. This was super dope. Super, super dope. Didn't expect this to be 21 minutes, but hey, man, this is something that needs to be talked about and elaborated on, and definitely needs to be seen. The first two were dope. The first one was dope with this concept. The second one was dope once again with the Shell Corporation, that per se. But this third one, this of Jimmy going through life and then actually just going through his whole particular life. This was the deepest one to me. This had more to do with it than just corporations or just of what the sheep were in part 1. Just saying. Anyways, this should got BA for real 100. This is Get Your Bars Up Reactions. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. You rock with me, I rock with you. And if you're out there hating just because you think I'm a new guy and you just not something to put on my platform and I've been doing this for a little minute, then all I can truly say is thank you for coming and get your bars up. Salute, subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular song and video in that comment section. And we'll be back with another one a little later. Yikes, Ren. Ren, you really took it there today. You did. Yikes.
Yeah. Get your bars up, I get it on me, yeah I do, endorsement, whole team pull up in Porsche, we came a long way from them Porsche, get your bars up and get extorted, get your bars up, I pulled up, shot his car up, yeah.